What's popping? What's popping? What's popping? Love the title words. Oh yeah. Peace and blessings. What's popping? What's popping? What's good? What's good? How y'all doing today? How y'all day going? Most hated was down. What's popping? What's popping? Hello. What's popping, Denise? I'm great. I'm great. I'm great. I'm great. Today is Wednesday. Today Thursday, I think. Yeah, Thursday. What's popping? We're gonna start the live in a minute. We're gonna start in a minute. Alexa, give me some Stevie Wonder.
Stevie Wonder from Apple Music.
Chicken market. What's popping? What's popping? Everyone is excellent. What's popping, Bill James? What's popping, Q? What's popping? It's raining outside. Chilling, maintain. I like that. I like that. I like that. Rosa, what's popping? What's popping with you? What's popping with you? Alexa, pause. Because you tripping with the music. But what's popping, my people? Today, hold on, put this apple up. Today, I just want to talk about not giving up. I don't want to sound like TD Jakes, but I need to talk about not giving up because a lot of I'm I'm on my semen retention journey. It's not like celibacy, but like I say with men, we cut everything off. You know, self pleasure, sex. We stopped doing all of that. So today I'm on day 20, and I'm starting to notice stuff. As you get older, you see a lot of people giving up. Like they just giving up on things they had passion for, and like they just giving up on life. And sometimes it shock you because you remember that person being so full of energy, and then you look at them now and they got addictions. And like I say, this is why I did this live. And if y'all can hear me, put an 8. Put an 8 in the chat if y'all can hear me perfectly fine. I need to know. What up, bro? What's popping? What's popping? Get out. Don't give up on fake facts. Okay, cool. So, okay, got you. Yeah, so what I'm noticing as I get older and I'm looking around, I'm noticing a lot of people, and I'm speaking about the black community because I don't, I'm not in everybody else's community, but I'm noticing that the people that had the energy, they had passion for certain stuff, they just gave up. And sometimes it's hard to see, man, because you like, damn, like you had a passion. And I'm noticing something. The people around you can drain the life out of you. That's either in relationships, friendships, all type of stuff. And I noticed that in what's popping, Shiny King, what's popping? Spiritual eyes, what's popping? Laura, what's popping? And I noticed that the people around you can drain the energy out of you in relationships and friendships. And to see it, to like stand back and see it, you like, damn, bro. What's up, Dr. T? What's up? Stack currency. That's why my circle so small. Yeah, man. Like your circle gotta be people you talk to. Now I can do this that I'm older. Cause when you're young, you could be on the phone and listen to people's problems. Look, as soon as you call me with problems, we about to get some solutions. I'm not sitting there listening to that shit. And I don't mean to sound mean, but we jumping straight to the solutions. And I know people don't like that, but we jump into the solutions. Oh my God, yes, protect. Oh yeah, who said that? Carly. Protect your energy at all costs, man. Even what you listen to on YouTube. I don't listen to no negative stuff on YouTube. People send me all day, oh man, this YouTuber talking about you. I'm like, let them talk. Thank you. Thank you. They bringing me subscribers. Thank you. But I cannot listen to negativity at this point in my life and the journey I'm on. Negativity, it can't enter my ears, bro. It just can't. It can't. And if I love you and you bring it to me, I'm just gonna give you solutions. That's it. Let's see. That part, if you let them facts, show and prove is one of my facts. My big brother tried to come to my house after getting into it with his family. Don't want any solutions. So yeah, I'm telling you, it's all about solutions, man. It's all about solutions. Like at this age, look, when I was younger, I can sit there and listen to your problems because I want something. But as I get older, I'm like, look, this is what you gotta do. You gotta do this. You gotta go. You gotta go through this. I've noticed a lot of people want to skip the hard part of anything now. Like everybody want not everybody, but most people, they want things fast. Like even talking to younger people, like you talk to younger women that's like 23, 24, whatever. They depressed because they feel like they not successful right now. I'm like, you 23, 24. But I get it because this social media, man, society makes them think they got to get things super, super fast. Great afternoon. What's poppin', Danielle Meyer? Always support. Appreciate you. The number you have reached, well, nowadays blocked, is my best friend. Man, I hate when women block me, bro. But I understood, I understood. And that's one thing about a woman. When they block you, because you done put them through some stuff, bruh, bruh. That's all I can do is laugh. Because when they block you and you done put them through some shit, even with men, look, men reach a certain age, dog, and you bring negativity to us, the first sign of negativity, you gotta go. You gotta go. My brain gets fried when I gotta somebody run all their problems to me. Just keep going. I definitely learn how to stop them. Yeah, you gotta give them solutions, man. I have to leave the negative YouTube. Oh yeah, man. Like people who just gossiping, talking about other people. Oh, bruh, I cannot do it, dog. I can't do it. A few years ago, I could do it. I can hang with the best of them. But now, I can't listen to that shit, man. Exactly. Why stay to self if you ain't trying to? Exactly. They talked about Jesus Christ. Nobody on earth has heaven or hell to send you to. Facts, Bill James. It's draining. And when they attack your character, I'm tired of people coming for me. I'm not. Yeah, man. I let them talk, bro. Trust me. I heard somebody say the people who have time to talk about other people, they not doing enough. They not happy with themselves. That's really, to me, that's true. If you over the age of 30 and you got time to talk about somebody, bruh, something is wrong. But the solution is you can't listen to none of that, bruh. You just can't, But we will get into all this in this video. Yeah, Dr. T, you cannot skip the process. You can't skip it. You can't skip the hard part. A lot of people, and look, I'm looking online, and I like to find, since I'm on semen retention, I like to find content that that I can relate to. But I'm noticing a lot of people talking about semen retention just to get views, just to make money, because when you on this journey, just like for women, when y'all on when y'all celibate, you can tell when other women are on the same journey with you. You can just look in their eyes and you can tell. So online, I'm looking online. I'm like, wait, these dudes lying. They lying. You can tell when it's bullshit. You can tell when it's bullshit. So that's the thing I'm finding hard about this semen retention thing. A lot of people talking about it, but when they get off the camera, they go and snuggle up with their girlfriend. They go and, break her back in. But when you really on this journey, bruh, it's just 20 days in, bruh. And we all know as a man, 20 days of not having any type of pleasure for a man, 20 days is damn near 2 months. That's some sad shit, but that's the realness. If I block you, I'm done. My daughter is 25. She's feeling that way. I try talking to her, but she feels hopeless. I see happiness. Yeah, she's still young, She's still young. And like I say, life go teach a lot of people what advice can't do. Life, a lot of people just gotta live. That's it. A lot of people just gotta live and learn from others when they ready to. How can you get it fast when you have not invested? Man, come on. Who said that, Denise? That's real shit. That's real shit. That's real shit. Man, I mean, me too. What's popping, Napoleon? What's popping? That's my boy way there. The struggle just means you're being molded. True, stack, facts. Dude's definitely not really built. Boy, 20 days is in the trenches. For 20 days, I'm telling you. At night, like, I be trying to find, like, videos I can relate to, but everybody lying. Everybody, bro, you could tell, you could tell it's all lies just to get views, dog. I'm like, damn, bro. Because when you really on this journey, the shit not sweet, dog. It's not sweet, bro. Dude's definitely not. That's a record breaker for a song. Yeah, 20 days without releasing, doing nothing like self-pleasure or, doing anything with a woman, But like I say, I'm giving myself, people laugh when I told them, but I like that because I like getting the last laugh. When I say 2 years, people say, why you going that long? I'm like, damn, bro. Do you hear yourself? But I can't judge nobody because just a few weeks ago, I was thinking the same way. Like, I can't live without that cat, The celibacy journey is a serious endeavor, emotional. Yeah, it really is. It really is, Wallace. Man, it hit me at 22, and I felt God saying, I love you, gang, but tighten up. It's real, dog. To keep going, don't give up message. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. So before we get into that, hold on. Let me pin this so I don't forget. I can't pin that. But yeah, we'll get back to that. But I will be next month. And this what this journey does, man. It gets, you know how there's some people who just talk about what they go do. They talk year after year after year after year, and it's no action. But I learned when you take that semen retention route for real, or you take that celibacy route for real, you start telling yourself, okay, it's time. The, like those words are the most words you start using on this journey. It's time. It's time. Nah, fuck that. No more waiting. Those are the words you use on this journey. So today I just signed up because I'm used to working out by myself over the road, but I say, you know what? It's time to sign up to, a gym. So today I signed up to a gym. And next month I'm going to be, printing my images and selling my images. And I never did that before, but I always wanted to do it. And I said, now, you know what? It's time to stop talking shit and actually do that crap. It's time, you know? And that's what I noticed on semen retention as a man. When you take the journey away from pleasuring yourself, pleasuring women, you start doing things instead of thinking about doing it. Instead of talking about doing it, you start doing that shit, bro. And it's probably the same way for women when they go on they celibacy journey. Yes, great message. But you don't have to block them, just stop answering. True, Bill James. Never. They need to go read a book, pick up a hobby or something. Damn, brother. I'm really on day type of time. It's a difficult being around so many bottom feeders, being around so many. Yeah. Bro, a lot of people, bro, they feed off that negativity, man. They need that negativity to gain traction. So, yeah, you got to get away from that shit. You got to get away from it. You got to stop listening to it if you want to elevate, you know? So I feel you. It's really draining, dog. It's really draining. And I learned in life, man, like I say, I'm always learning. You have to determine where your energy go. You have to really determine who you be around, what you listen to, what enters your home. You have to really determine that. It's a dude on, damn, I forgot. I should have looked it up before I started this live. His on Instagram. His name started with a B, but he was talking about how your home has to be your sanctuary. Your home has to be your peace. And I heard that yesterday. I'm like, damn, that makes sense. So now my home is my peace, dog. When your home your peace, you can go out in the world and be at peace. When your home is not peaceful, when you're not comfortable where you at, when you have to come home to drama, you're not happy. You're not happy outside in the world. So your home really has to be your peace, and you have to make it that. The people you talk to, it has to. And life not perfect. It ain't gonna be 100% peaceful, but you know what I mean. Like you have to make a choice where your energy go to and what energy you have around you, bro. And I'm learning that. And once you start choosing and saying no to certain people, no to certain things, you like, oh shit, I got control over my life. You feel me? I hope I make sense. What's good, brother? The chat. What's popping? Then yeah, Maya. I think it's commendable what you're doing. A brother that I met college has been retention for, man, shout out to him. And then yeah, like I say, I got a female friend and she was talking and she said the word cycle. She said I'm doing the same cycle over and over. And those words changed my life because I looked at my life and like, damn, it's been the same cycle. Women. I'm like, okay, let's see how life is when I just put all that energy into creating on my channel, put all that energy into photography, put all that energy into life itself instead of women, day naps, going out to the club, meeting women. No, let's see how life go be. And look, I'm telling you, it's not easy. I don't think I washed dishes this much in my life. I don't think I washed dishes this much in my life. Thanks for sharing. Oh, appreciate that 5 wireless. Thank you, thank you. Good way to look at it. Lenny Kravitz is. Oh, thank you. See, I love finding. Thank you for that. Who said that? Rosa. Thank you for that. I love finding interviews of people talking about it because it really needs to be talked about. It really needs to be talked about because when you feel like you can relate, it's really better. But in this, on these journeys, people look at you crazy when you say, "Oh, semen retention, semen retention. Oh, you can't get women." I'm like, bruh, getting women is not a flex, dog. It's not a flex. Like I say, can you get the right women? Can you get women that's gonna call you and say, "Look, I made you some breakfast. Did you eat?" Checking on you. You can get women all you want, but can you get women that's gonna check on you daily? Can you get women who gonna make sure you ate? If you miss your flight, can you get women who can come pick you up or bring you some home cooked meal to the airport while you wait? See, they don't talk about that. It's a difference between getting women and getting women that actually, or getting a woman that actually cares about you. That's a big difference, dog. That's a big difference. You really go learn yourself. True, exactly. I was once told by my friend, pleasure yourself with, you know what, it will not argue. Hold on. It will not argue with you. Oh, don't borrow money from you. Hey, but that can become, like I say, you meet some people, they addicted to, to those sites, or they're addicted to those toys. They need those toys. And I feel like as you get older, you don't want nothing to have control over you as you get older. You're miserable and irritated, seriously. Facts. Yeah, you do make. Okay, appreciate that. You're going to win. Appreciate you, Q. I did the journey of no sex for 2 years. It was the best things I could have done. That way, you can learn self-control and learn you deserve better. I like that, Denise. That's true. Because you got to think about it. Like, most men, as men, you know, I ain't going to say we easy, but until you start, like, valuing yourself, like, value yourself for you, life gonna be crazy, man. Life gonna be crazy. Right, a lot of things overrated. Yeah, a lot of things overrated. Yeah, can't let this ill-informed difference and distinguish discipline. Semen retention and celibacy are not the same. He is capable of doing it through semen retention deeper, but celibacy, yeah, they're not the same because like I say, semen retention is you stopping everything. You don't self-pleasure yourself. You don't do none of that. You don't do none of that. And it's different because men and women are different. Our bodies react differently to both things. You already. And let not forget about SR exposing them envious people around you. Oh yeah, bro. Then you gotta pull an avatar and vanish, you know. But like I say, and I don't know how I learned this because I said this. Whoever in life, whoever has the most patience wins. So whoever got the most patience to sex, relationship, whoever got the most patience wins. Like we all know that person who jumps from relationship to relationship to relationship to relationship, and they look up, they still not happy because guess what? They didn't take that patience and those years to learn themselves first. They thought it was outwards. They thought, oh, I gotta find this person. No, because wherever you go, there you are. Wherever you go, it don't matter what state you move to. And I learned that. It don't matter what country you move to. If you haven't done the work on you, everything goes stay the same. And I learned whoever have the most patience in life wins. Abstaining takes back your power. It do. Dr. T, that's true. These 20 days, man, made you keep patience. Facts. It will come a day that we will have no other choice but to face the truth. Ooh. Damn. It will come a day that we will have no other choice but to face the truth. And that day comes for different people at different times. Everyone, that day will come. No matter how long you've been ignoring it, trying to act like it, because we all hear that voice. But one day, that day will come and you cannot ignore it. You gonna have to face that motherfucker. I'm telling you, I heard my female friend, she said that. She was talking about like her life, she's going through the same cycles. And I was like, damn, that's what's going on with me, with with women. So I said, you know what? Let's change some stuff up. Let's make this life fun. And life is fun when you're challenging yourself. When you decide to go on semen retention or take a celibacy, life is fun because every day is a challenge. Every day. Your mind's so used to doing something, you're going to have to keep, it's going to be a battle until you overcome it. You can't run from, ooh, boy, y'all, I'm telling you, let's go. You can't run from yourself. You can for a little while. And even then you can't. Even then you can't. One day you're going to have to turn around and look. I'm telling you. Boy, y'all on it today. Say introvert. I always tell people when you're not comfortable, autumn, how you do expect others to care. And I feel, you gotta, like you gotta find, it's gonna come a time where you gonna have to do that work. And I look at it like the seasons, man. If Mother Nature has to change, so do we. So do we have to evolve. So do we have to shed those old leaves. So do we. Pen that. Facts. Real talk. If you can conquer lust, ooh, Dr. T. God damn. Y'all some goddamn. Y'all on it today. If you can conquer lust, you are unstoppable. Like I say, it's not easy. Especially today, with all these women looking as good as they look. It's not easy. It's not easy. But when you on a mission for your life and for yourself, not for material things, because it's only so much material shit you can buy before none of that shit even matters. So you have to do this journey for yourself, not to get women. You have to do this journey for you. That's for real. We all held accountable for our actions. We all will be. I can't keep penning these messages, bro. This shit too deep. And look, people be worried about the judge standing in front of a judge. No, ain't nothing like standing in front of that mirror and you have to judge yourself. Because one thing about life, one thing about time, it ain't gonna wait for you. While you caught up in your addictions, Life passing by. You look up, you still talking about the same shit. You look up, you haven't accomplished, what you wanted to accomplish. You still in the same addictions, bro. And it can happen to the best of us. So that's why I'm glad I caught myself when I caught myself. Because it can happen to the best of us. Because sometimes you be, too deep in. You be in the jungle for real. Whether it's with sex, whether it's with drugs, whether it's with food, whether it's with just anything. If it's, oh, Q, god damn, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Y'all can't be this fucking smart, bro. Y'all some deep motherfuckers. What the hell? I'm listening, y'all. I just got back in Flint for my hometown. Shout out to you, Brown Bags. Hey, man, everybody's journey is different. Some won't understand our path. Those ain't your people. Yeah, everybody's journey different. And I can say it at the age of 35, like, I just don't, like, I don't care if I'm on a journey and other people not. Like, it's good. Y'all do you. Let me do me. I have to do this. Because, like I say, some people say, oh, man, you just can't get girls. I'm like, okay, I can't get women. Okay. If that's what it is, let it be that. But you tell me how your life going with all these women. You tell me how your life going with all these women. A man who conquers himself is better than conquering 100 men in battle. Damn. This some real shit. This is real life. This is real life. A man who conquers himself is better than conquering 1,000 men in battle. Because you can conquer yourself. That battle is going to be easy. We live in a world where wrong is right, right is wrong. The more right you are, facts. Oh, now, when I tell women, look, if you want to talk to me, guess what you got to do? If I'm on a journey, you have to be on a journey. That means you have to be on a journey also. Because how I'm going to be on a journey and you not on the journey, and now we can't, no, it don't work like that. And I feel that's why they trying to separate black men and black women, because they know women need a man that takes lead. They need that. So if they can keep men watching PORN all day, on dating apps all day, they know it's gonna stay unbalanced. So they do certain stuff on purpose. They do all this shit on purpose to keep it unbalanced, to keep black men and black women fighting amongst each other. That's it. That's it. And we have to see that. So as men, I feel like before we get married, before we get in serious relationships, we really have to learn how to conquer our lust first. We have to. Because who wants to be married and still have to go behind his wife back and cheat? Or, who wants to live a life of ducking and dodging and hiding who we really are? And even for women, because women can be, under that lust spell too. And they can forever be fighting with that, just like men, forever fighting with that. I feel before a serious relationships happen, I feel like the both of y'all have to do that shit at the same damn time for a certain amount, for a certain amount of time. Because that's go tell you who you really with. When a person not having sex, when a person not pleasuring themselves, that's gonna show you who you really with. That's gonna show you they can't hide it. They won't be able to hide who they are or who they becoming. Hold on, I saw. Okay. Sainsbury, I always tell people, okay, yeah, I read that. Okay. Your God rest in soul. I suggest you all on time listen. Do you have a destination, Mac Miller? Okay. I love to remove people from my life. Facts. Hands for rock star and everyone. I'm in the doctor's office right now for a woman's health check, not for sex, but prevention. Okay, hope that go good for you, beauty. Real black are the leaders. Yeah, that part right there. Teamwork, your health matter. Yeah. So this is why I do these lives now, because even though I bring the news on my regular videos, I have to start, doing these type of lives, because sometimes as black men, we don't change. We don't change until we hear, something from somebody else, from another black man. That's when we like, oh shit, I never thought like that. What up, John Singleton? What's popping? So I feel like, especially for men, we have to first overcome our lust, and just because when you do that, when you get around a woman, you go naturally be masculine. You don't have to beg her, can you submit to? No, you won't have to do that, because you haven't been pleasuring yourself. You haven't been running behind women. You go naturally be masculine because you did this for yourself. So I feel like as black men, we have to start mastering, overcoming our lust before we even try to deal with women, bro. That's what I'm learning. We live in such a sexualized society. And then when we do deal with women, we have to hold them accountable also. If we on a journey, guess what? You on a journey also. Oh, you can't take the journey with me? Oh, you want to smash this dude? Okay, go. And after you have your orgasm, then tell me how you feel. Because if you can't be disciplined, that tells you everything about the person. So, but first, I feel like it starts with society. Just did a number. They did a number on men, bro. They made us depend on sexual things. They made us depend on it when we bored. Okay, I gotta pleasure myself. When we go out, okay, I gotta find a girl to take home. Man, look, once you do that work on yourself, once you overcome that lust, bro, and you deal with women, it just hits different. Because now you gonna be telling them, look, no, we ain't doing that. She can't manipulate you. Because you're not going for it, because you on a journey, and if she really rock with you, guess what? She gonna fall right in line, because we both need each other. We both need each other. You feel me? It's in the nature of a black woman to bow to, yeah. But see, and I feel like a man at a certain age, you got it. Like, but then, like I say, the movies come in, you find your first, you watch your first sex scene or something, then you do what you do, that changed your life, now you under the spell. But sometimes we need to hear black men tell other men, look, it's more to life than sex. And I know, look, that's crazy. That's even crazy hearing myself talk about that. But once you do the work on yourself, man, a woman go fall right in line. And if she don't, guess what? That's not the woman for you. You save time. You save time. But for the most part, when you lead yourself, you can lead a woman like it ain't nothing, bro. Like it ain't nothing. And she go follow, dog. I'm telling you what I know. And she go want to follow. It's gonna shock you. Man, look. It's go, cause look, some dudes can brag about they get girls, they get women all day. But do you get women that trust you to lead? Or is she lying to your ass? Is she manipulating your ass? I wish I had this knowledge, bro, when I was 27, 26, bro. But like I say, you live or you learn. That's their problem. They think with the wrong head. Yeah, man. But it's easy to think. That's why I say I don't judge the guys that think with the wrong head, because it's easy, bruh. You see these women out here, bruh. It's easy. So you gotta see other men taking a sacrifice, taking that journey, and say, okay, if they can do it, I can go 3 months without it. I can go a year without doing it, because it's not going nowhere, bruh. Women not going nowhere. They gonna always be here. So I feel like if you want to deal with women, you want to deal with women when you're most confident, when you're the most strongest, when I'm talking about mentally. Most hated facts, yeah. When you feel the temptation, come and rebuke the devil to go back to hell where you can't. Facts. Thank you, Introvert. I agree. It's a balance, John Singleton. It's a balance on both sides. True. That's true. That's right. Rejection can't be the most. I'm telling you. That could be the best thing. Man, look. I was at 26. I was gonna get at 26, 27. I was gonna get married. I was gonna get married. But something happened and it changed my whole perspective. And I didn't get married, bruh. And ever since 26, 27, I've really been single. You know, I've been single, never in no relationship. And those years taught me so much, ups and downs. And it just taught me so much about myself. And now I feel like once I get through this journey, if I do get in a relationship, bruh, I can really lead. But a lot of things happen in your past to save you. Oh, this didn't happen, but look at you now. Look what you're doing. If that would have happened, you wouldn't have been doing this. You feel me? I had a man ask, what do I look like? Or what do I look for in a man? Never said what goals, dreams, aspirations. I mean, can you get me? When black men and black women realize that we need each other, so much will change. I love the black man with everything I always have. Appreciate you, Danielle. That's true. Exactly. When you having sex with everybody you trust, John Singleton, that's facts, man. That's facts. It's deeper. It's deeper, bro. And then I feel like, man, you reach a certain, like I say, I don't hold 18, 23, 24-year-old dudes. It's whatever. You know, they gotta live their life. They go do things because, they young. You can only say what to do, but you can't put a lot of pressure on them because, they young. They go do what they do. You could just tell them. But you don't want to be giving people time that don't really care about you. Yes, society pressures. So I have grace, but it also tells me if you're asking about dating and you haven't been exposed or care. Yeah, man, look, on this journey, I'm just learning that, you don't have to beg women to submit to you, bro. They gonna be able to tell the way you carry yourself, the way you tell them, look, this how we beginning this friendship. This how we beginning this relationship. This what we doing. Like, you really got to come in leading. And I know that's simple for a lot of us older people to hear, but maybe it's somebody who's 25, 26, 24 that needed to hear this. Maybe because a lot of times you got to realize a lot of men was raised by just women. So sometimes they sitting back waiting for women to lead. You got to realize that too. When you just raised by a woman, a lot of times a lot of men just sit back and they waiting for women to do everything. So sometimes they got to hear a man say, no, when you dealing with that woman, she comes into your world and it's your lead. She go follow your lead, but you got to trust yourself. You got to trust yourself first, and it can't be fake. Because when you're young, we go fake it. When you young, we go fake it for a little while, but eventually it's going to come out. The truth going to come out. You feel me? Can we just sit in silence and still value each other's presence? Exactly. But I feel like it all starts with the man. Like, if the man knows himself, and he ain't gotta be, I ain't saying be a perfect man. That don't exist. But when a man knows himself and he's genuine about his life, he cares about his life, guess what? He gonna lead because that man cares about himself. But it's all about the man leading. But like I say, a lot of men was raised just with moms. So a lot of men sit back and they wait for women to do this, do that. Nah, you gotta come in. I don't care if you broke, because it's been a lot of relationships where the man was broke and the woman had the money and it still worked out. They still lasted a long time. So that don't mean nothing, you know. That don't mean anything. I don't care if you broke, you still a man. And you have to come in and you have to say, okay, this what I'm doing for my life, and this what we go do. This what we go do, you know. And I'm still learning this, you know. I'm still learning this because when I was young, you know, I made a lot of mistakes. I made a lot of mistakes, but I'm glad 35, I can, you know, warn other young men of what not to do. You feel me? A lot of men can't lead themselves. That's where, yeah, but yeah, and a lot of times it got a lot to do with them, the way they was brought up too. So you gotta look at that too, you know. Just like with women, a lot of them was just raised with their mother. So a lot of them not about to trust no man, you know, and stuff like that. So we all have to do the work. We all have to do the work. That's what I'm saying. Emotional labor is real on women. Facts. Relationships went wrong when Section 8 removed the man. Most hated. That's facts. That's facts. But I say now it's time for solutions now. Like, if we start getting content creators that's talking about, okay, man, it's time for us to start doing the work by ourselves and then dealing with these women. If we have enough content creators talking like that and like change the narrative and say, okay, let's do the work by ourselves, and then, because if you look at these chicks out here, man, like I'm out here like in the world, like I'm out here, bruh, and I know what these chicks going through a lot, bruh. They can look like they life together online, dog, but when you talk to them, bruh, they going through it. They need a man. But this media, this society, these movies, it made them, a lot of them hate men. But that's the things that they put out there in the world. But when you talk to them, they need men. I'm talking about they need it, bro. They need like a man that's sure of himself and that can lead, dog. You know? So that's another thing too, women. Like, the longer you fake like life is perfect, I'm telling you, that's nah. If that shit not perfect, hey, start doing the work that you have to do. Like I say, we all have to do the work. Men have to do the work, and women have to do the work. We all gotta do that shit. Especially in our, you know, especially in the black community, we all gotta do that shit. Men went through trauma too. They had to wear signs saying "I'm a man." They were treated inhumane. Fact. To understand more, a movement. Yup, a man will always make a difference in a child's life, a male, female. Yeah. You spend, yeah. Like I say, man, I learned from, like I say, I made some mistakes, man. You know, I was trying to act like a man at 26, 27. But like I say, eventually, the real you go show. The real you go show. But I told myself, like, you know, because I do have a daughter, but I told myself, I'm never going to be that father that starts a new family and that's taking care of other people's kids, but I don't have that relationship with my kid. I'm never, like, I told myself, I'm never going to be that father, because a lot of kids grow up resenting their father or their mother for like moving on. And so like since me and my baby mom split, man, it's just been me. And I had to do that. I had to do that work on myself from 27 years old to 35. And at 35, man, the last thing I have to conquer is lust. Yeah. I don't think such an age is a problem. A man that doesn't bring anything to the table wants to lead. No, they had a hand. Like I say, racist. That's why I say racist Caucasians. I don't say Caucasians. I say racist Caucasians because everything that we going through, they started all this shit. They started all this shit, and they fanned the fire. They put gas on the fire. They put gas on the fire. So, as men, bro, we really have to do the self work because I ain't gonna cap. Like, I don't judge people because you don't know what they've been through during their childhood, like Dr. Umar and stuff like that. Like, you just don't want your child online because it's two sides to a story. You know, it's two sides to a story, and when both parents don't do the work, the kids suffer. When both parents got what is called seeking revenge on each other, the kids suffer. But I feel like when one parent, at least one parent, do the work, it's gonna be cool. It's gonna be cool. It's not gonna be perfect, but it's gonna be cool. That's good. Oh yeah, man. Like I say, like I say, men are for the most part we're accountable. But when we start leading ourselves and holding women to a certain standard, they gonna have to meet that standard. When men start holding women to a certain standard, they gonna have to meet that standard. That's how I feel. You know, we go follow exactly. So that's why I say it starts with us. I appreciate the conversation. Oh yeah, no problem, no problem. Are the grandparents doing the work? Exactly. No one on this earth is perfect. Jesus was a Bill James. Yes, you have. Yeah, you have to have standards, man. When we start raising our standards as men, things go change. And when women, you know, start raising their standards as women, things go change. But I feel like this journey at this age, it's like it's the right time. It's the right time, man, because the world is freaked out. Everything is freaky. Freaky. Everything, dog. Like they done took the feeling out of everything. And when you on a celibacy journey, semen retention journey, you gain all that back. You gain all that back. Definitely, that's why I can't just be with any. That's true, bro. She gotta be about doing something for me. Real shit. Yes, especially when it comes to having several children by different. Yeah. Yep. Was watching preacher the other day. He mentioned scripture, "Man, beware the spirit Jezebel." For yeah, that's true, man. You got to. That's why I say, when men take, you know, the semen retention journey, and when they take, you know, a few years to focus on themselves, and they can see women for who they really are. Is she a great woman? You can see that. Is she trying to use you? You can see that. You can see that. And that's the best part of life, bruh. It's the best part of life when you have control. Like I say, it's not easy, but every day you just gotta tell yourself, I'm doing this for a reason. I don't want the same cycles in my life every time. I don't want to just jump from relationship to sex partner. I don't want to keep doing this shit all the time. Something has to change, because that's why I don't get why people be jealous of people with money or whatever. Bruh, you could have You can have all the material stuff. You don't know what demons people fighting. You don't know what addictions people got, bruh. That material shit ain't gonna substitute for those addictions. It ain't. So you don't know what people fighting, bro. You just don't know what they fighting. So never be jealous of anyone. Never be jealous of a relation. Never be jealous of nothing, bro. Because you don't know what people are trying to overcome or what addiction they fighting. You would be surprised, dog. That's why just because you got more material things, more money than me, that don't mean anything. Like I'ma still treat you like I treat the janitor with respect, but I'm not going, oh, this celebrity hit. No, because money ain't gonna fix those addictions. Buying a big mansion ain't gonna fix those addictions. Buying the latest car ain't gonna fix those addictions. It's just not, dog. It's just not, dog. You being tired of your situation go fix that. You hearing somebody say something that changes everything in your life, that's gonna fix that. So never be jealous of anyone, man, because it's not really worth it. You got people, they don't have no medical issues, but they smoke weed. They gotta smoke weed every day because they can't live in reality because it's too harsh. Bruh, you don't, people, I'm telling you, bruh, it's people who have to do drugs. And I'm not judging nobody. But it's people who have to do drugs because they can't just go through life raw dogging it. They can't just go through life raw. I go through life raw, and sometimes I be like, "Damn, you tripping?" But I love it, bro. I love it. Even in high school, I didn't know people was getting high drinking. After high school, I just learned everybody was high. Why nobody ain't tell me? Ain't nobody tell me nothing, bruh. I didn't know that people go to work drinking, bruh. But as an adult, I get it. But when I was 22, 23, man, I saw that. I'm like, oh, this why people can get up and go to work. They be drinking. They be drinking. I didn't know, bruh. I didn't know. I didn't know it's people who going through life just high on weed every day. That's how I'm like, damn. But I get it. America would drive you to that. America would drive you to that. Now I have my periods. I have my periods where I just go 3 weeks and I'm just, smoking every day because I'm going through something. I have my periods in life. And I'm not judging nobody because this country would drive you to that because everything they do is to take away from you. Why do I have to work extra hours and you taxing it? Why is you taxing my money? Why is you taxing my money? Why, like in Louisiana, that's why I go off on these politicians down here, bro. You commit a crime, oh, it's the end of the world. But they stealing from the people. And nobody got nothing to say about it. Every day they stealing from hard-working people. Every single day. Then you finally come up on a job. Guess what they do? They raise the prices of eggs. They raise the prices of milk. They raise the price of homes. I'm like, damn, who the real criminals? I smoke to chill and do homework. Exactly. See, like I say, I don't judge nobody, bro. Like, do what you do. But don't let anything have control over you. Because if something has control over you and those racist Caucasians know, all they gotta do is take it away from you. And now you acting like Pookie from New Jack City. They raise taxes on property. I'm telling you. So I understand why people, like, that's why I say, when you get older, you don't judge nobody no more, bro. You don't judge no more. You just don't because you really understand why people do the things they do. And it could be drugs. You could be coping using sex. You could be coping, watching PORN. Is all I'm telling you. So just because this person got a weed addiction or they on fentanyl, look at you. You addicted to sex. You on day naps all day. They will promise you the world and give you nothing. Bingo. Hey, what's popping, Kara? You right on some of it. Keeps calling me. I feel you though, but I feel you. I feel you. I feel you. But I appreciate everybody joining us live, man. This was a. Well, first I'm gonna say this: do not let time pass you by, because for some reason time is going by fast as a mug. Time going by fast, and you will be so caught up in your addiction, you will look up. It's 2030, but you still thinking it's 2025. So don't get so caught up in your addictions to where you let time pass you by. You still stuck on the same woman or the same man you were stuck on from 2023. But now it's 2030. Do not let life pass you by because you're stressing. Do not let life pass you by. That's another thing with our community. A lot of our people worry a lot. Look, this is what I tell myself when I'm starting to worry. You go die anyway. You go die anyway. So what you worry for? What you worry for? You go die anyway. What you worry for? Don't get caught up in you gotta have this, you gotta have that. Live your life. Everybody's sign of success is different. My success is getting my old school car, shooting photography, and bringing the news to my people, and being a great father and being, just a great friend. That's my success. I don't need $1 million to do that. Put some properties in my daughter's name. I don't need $1 million. American dream nonsense. Exactly. So true. Time waits for no one. Nah, facts. But I was running the little jokey joke. Oh yeah, I know. And always remember, time is of the essence. Facts. Respect. And the soul lives forever. True. I stopped a long time ago. I love that. Sounds like you had a proper training. So people are dealing with real. Yeah, like I say, I done went through it. Like, I was a truck driver over the road for 10 years by myself. So when you by yourself, you live and you going through the ups and downs by yourself. You fixing your issues by yourself. So that's why when, people make videos about me or whatever, I'm like, look, dog, I went through hell by myself and picked myself back up. It's nothing you can say to hurt me. I done been there, dog. I by myself. Not smoking, like raw dog in life for real. Raw dog in life for real. I'm here to teach the young girls, yeah, beauty, great. Hey, start making content because they need that guidance. Those like young girls, they need that guidance. Stay rich in mind and spirit. Oh yeah, stack. It's a must. It's a must. So black men and black women, we have to do that work. We have to do that work. We have to stop waiting for, oh, the man has to come in or the woman. No, we have to do that work individually. Then we bring that shit together. What's popping, Rachel? Then we bring that shit together. And like I say, man, every day, it won't be easy, but you gotta stop worrying about, oh, this, because in our community, we worry about things that's never happened and that's probably not gonna happen. We worry, the worry. You have to start living your life. You have to start doing things. You really have to start doing things that benefit your mental. So for me, so when you grow up around an environment and it's chaotic, and you have no control over that. When you get older and you have control over your environment, man, it's the best feeling. When I heard dudes say, your house has to be your sanctuary, your house has to be peace. So when you go out to the world, you got peace. People whose house is not peaceful, when they go out in the world, they not peaceful. That's how, like with kids. When kids grow up in toxic homes, guess what they do at school? They be toxic. It makes sense. So make sure, that's what I'm gonna leave y'all with. Make sure your home is peaceful. When you see people on YouTube talking down on people, doing this and that, bruh, they home not peaceful. It's not peaceful. When your home is peaceful, you got time to meditate. You got time to really talk to your family. You got time to, your world is peaceful for the most part, for the most part. Get files to see my content that's just holding me back. Nah, keep posting, Q. Consistency, keep posting. The love of money is the root of all evil. They will reap their wicked harvest soon. Facts. Thank you, Introvert Rockstar. I know 2 young girls in high school going through depression and therapy. Yeah. Yeah, be that voice, be that voice. But I appreciate all y'all. I'm about to edit some pictures. Like I say, next month I'll be having prints. I'll be selling prints for the first time ever. I've been shooting since 2017. I got so many pictures. So I'm gonna be doing large prints, small prints, and I'm gonna have the website. And if you go support your boy. I got y'all. I'm gonna make sure I create the best images, man. The best images, And I appreciate y'all for supporting the channel. I'm about to go harder now, though. Like I say, it's up. It's up. Peace, brother. Got y'all. Hey, y'all be safe. Enjoy y'all Thursday. Tomorrow is Friday. Hey, try not to worry, too. When you find yourself worrying, do something. Because guess what? You go die anyway.